had to win a couple of those rounds, even if Secret only goes A again today. And so we'll see what GENG has planned on the attacking side.
It's a good point. I mean, this phase of the tournament, especially if you're in this part of the bracket, you're playing games day after day after day. You don't have a lot of
started. Let's see, man. Come on, GENG, give me a game, please. Please give me a close game. Give me something. GENG on attack, Secret on defense.
Both of them somewhat, just vying for control. No surprise there. GENG, I think initially they're going to want to try to fish for some info on A, maybe just eventually try to go in. I mean, looking at the alarm bot positioning, looks like they've pretty much made up their mind unless some sort of crazy contact happens, right? I mean, if they find out there's like 3 people already bunkered down on A, maybe they rotate. That's why they're sending King in deep.
All right, A control, card sound, could go anywhere.
That's why he's trying to just make sure that he's timing.
Could even be garage, because they can have no info over towards garage. Okay. Damn, that's kind of sick.
He's baiting up the utility.
Yeah,
right.
Takes away the molly. Good amount of pressure. Alarm bot is short though, but Silver is on A alone.
Okay, they're going to be moving into A now. This is going to have to be a retake. They've got the jet just deep underneath.
Did Silver get hit by something recon-wise?
Look at King on the minimap. He's already gone through garage, so he fishes for information on B, and then he's going to wrap around even further. They think there's a risk of King coming in through mid.
Whoa, that was nice timing.
But he's coming from way further behind.
Okay, let's see what King can do.
King gets one. In A link, now Team Secret, they have to just rush in, and they're not able to check their size, but
no,
not a kill from TS.
Whoa. Nice.
2 versus 2 right now. Oh, 2 versus 1, excuse me, Jesse, the last one remaining. On the hunt, can get the shots to connect there on to King. Leaving just Sylvan, but in the midst of a reload, Jesse
Sylvan's crazy. Sylvan's crazy just peeking instantly. Okay, nicely done. GENG get another pistol. 3-0 in terms of pistols.
First round victory for GENG.
Yeah, now, here's the thing. They won both pistols on Ascent, right? And at this level, if you lose the map after winning both pistols, that is not a good sign. You're theoretically supposed to have such a massive advantage by winning those 2, because in theory, that should give you 4 rounds on the board, etc., etc. See if GENG can string it together this time.
Yeah, it's important to win that pistol round, but you're completely right, William. There's so much more to the story than that.
Going Rome, what's up, man?
Pistol round is, of course, inherently vastly different than the
okay, GENG with the heavy armor priority. We've got one person who can buy a rifle next round. 4 Spectres, fast B.
I believe Zeta Division, you send in the jet on top.
No one fighting on site. Could get a little bit scrappy.
Fish for information. If no one fights back, you go for the plant. They've gotten it easily. They even have Meteor planted in the smoke.
Just nothing but awful peaks over here for...
Okay, the only person who went down was the person that they were so fine to lose in terms of the pistol.
Not much you could have done. They'll only
pretty nice. We got an armor rebuy, that's it. And potentially King's going to buy a rifle. We'll keep an eye on what King buys.
Right? So
Team Secret full buy.
Okay. We're going to go just quickly get the plant, try to string together these rounds. Now, that does mean, looks like they're going to buy up at least 1 Phantom to try to even out here against the enemy bonus, but it does limit their choices here in the 3rd round, which is why, globally, I think the
depends situation. It depends on the situation and the map motion.
But all right, King with a Phantom. So the idea is, but looks like they're going to have him on the lurk again. Tasteless, I don't know how I feel about this, because
for like the second initiator it was.
That's your 1 investment down for the round.
Yeah, I agree.
KO is very strong, but again, it's like map dependent. Breach just dominates this because of kind of 2 simple things, but obviously it's a little bit more. But kind of because of these, you can hold A main early on defense and on attack. If you get under balcony, you have your damage, you win. It's a nice start.
That Phantom now down on the ground.
This creates a lot of ambiguity on the map here during the A push from GENG. They don't know
it is a little bit map.
In fact, nobody is. They're going to try to come in here and spring up
pretty much what you said. Like KO on Ascent.
Too many members of Team Secret already here. Team Secret read this round
Breach
perfectly.
On this map.
Yes, you get a couple kills, but I mean the round surely going in favor of Secret.
Oh, doesn't look like they know where TS is.
He didn't see him, but his teammate did.
Yeah, Borkum, I think Borkum slightly missed him at the edge of his screen, but someone else pinged it on the mini
Just could just take his time.
That he went into
damage is huge here.
It's a 3v1
right? We look over the econ, damage is absolutely huge. You get 3,000 on top of this for winning. If you can kill one of these,
and they're gonna have to do a retake.
It's unbelievable.
So fortunately for GENG, they'll at least get that spike plant money. But a very poor engage there onto the A site. We weren't able to fake
Plant
that out,
as well helps. Has his ult, won't be using it.
Over in mid.
I mean, I think this was just Team Secret reading it absolutely right. They saw what happened in the pistol round, and they said they're probably repeating it again with the weapons they have. They're ready for an A-side push. They're ready for King to try to fish for a lurk as well. Now TS can get at least 1 kill onto Team Secret after getting the spike plant. Not a bad round. He gets 1. He almost gets 2.
He did great.
Oh my.
He did great.
All right, well,
it's so funny because I think if he knew they were so far back, he would have like smoked this or smoked somewhere, but he never wanted to get his smoke out just because, I mean, he was so sure there would be someone a little bit closer, to be honest. He did great damage. That's an extra armor rebuy and an extra gun he got out of them. It's decent. He kills 3, so we get to see a full swing round here. It's big important round, this one.
In the theory of credits and economy of
I mean, they have an Omen ult if they want to try it. A lot of people at the moment, you know how the most common Omen ult used to be the one in Heaven? It's kind of switched to this one now, and everyone does C-splits.
They can all buy up again. King's just going to go down to the half armor since he bought last round. That's fine. So they have all rifles. Whereas
but there's definitely a good amount of them out there.
Dubstep now on that
see what
judge.
they
Now,
want
not
to
a
do.
bad weapon to have when you've got a space like Garage on this map. But we'll see. Do they eventually even enter here? I mean,
okay, picks up. Oh no.
Something's up with the credit situation.
Oh god, they're 3-person going here and they don't have a drone or anything.
Oh yeah, he purposely dashes all the way
That's
out
sick
forward.
though. They did so much damage. They knew that they were going to have one person that couldn't fall by a rifle. And Team Secret were doing this against DRX all the time. So this was kind of like an anti, to be honest. They knew that was. I say kind of like an anti. It was an anti.
Yeah, that works out. What I was going to say before the duels continue to happen.
Wow, that was really cool. Okay, that was great. Nicely done from GENG. Good bit of homework there. And that kind of all came down to TS. Right, it kind of all came down to TS doing so much damage, meaning that they couldn't drop the people that died. And they had one person that had to buy a judge. Dubstep, when they have low money, always gets a judge, goes garage. And then, yeah, they're talking about it now. I saw a ping over towards here from Secret. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, well, we got some saves over here. And actually, well, maybe not a save, actually. TS kills Jesse.
Yeah, just 1 left. Just a singular save, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Well, they get off to another good start.
The building momentum,
TS
looking strong, looking good.
Has to eco.
Team Secret right now looking pretty broke, to be honest. But again, I can't help but go back and think about map
TS name is confusing in this.
The way that it panned out, where it looked like early on it was going to be such an obvious and dominant win there for GENG until Team Secret started to run away with it.
Call them Secret.
I would imagine in this map, as we're watching Team Secret be behind, they're going to be absorbing a lot of information and trying to figure out what exactly do they need to do or even change about their playstyle to win this.
Yeah, and they're ready for this, right? They're ready for the push-outs. They know that this is something that Team Secret likes to do. Now, what he wasn't ready for was a 3-man creep out of C long. What they were actually mainly expecting was a push out of mid, maybe even with the showstopper from Jeremy. They had the alarm bot set up as well, but
they can leave this. They have breach or they have this. Do they want to use it? Do they also want to? Okay, yes, they do want to use it. That's that. And then do they want to switch this over to someone that has more HP? They can't really because he's fast flanked behind. The alarm bot's down, so we're going to see straight up Joel. Does Sylvan? Yeah, okay, nice. Breach ult goes in. Chat, they use 2 ults in an eco against a buy.
The Rolling Thunder, I mean, it's just a couple seconds gone by here.
King gets another.
Great dart. Spots everyone. GENG has all the information they need.
I just don't know that they can get this defuse here.
Yeah, so Jesse Vash understands the mission is that we have to push out. We can't just be focused about a short. And they try to do whatever they can.
This is costly.
Maybe a bit of an overcommitment there, seeing that Hunter's Fury used like that.
I mean, yeah, I think retroactively
yeah, it was,
you would say that it resulted in
and
being
it's
an
like 2 huge ults as well. So yeah, this is an insane start at the moment for GENG.
And then you had the Hunter's Fury and
nice,
the Rolling Thunder. So if you can stop the plan, if you can
Hayes,
get a
what's
kill
up?
with Hunter's Fury, great. But if you can delay the plan,
Zest stacks MB favorite initiator. I'm the biggest MB fan.
If Sylvan didn't win that fight,
I'm too biased.
Him right at the flank, then it would have spelled trouble. But Sylvan's able to bunker down and Gen G, they hold good post.
I think Team Secret's execution will work against Gen G's comp. They won't try it as much. It won't be anywhere near as much. So the whole A thing that you saw against DRX was just a straight up game plan because DRX can't hard shut down sites or it can get A main control. But Gen G's comp is good at getting A main control. So you're gonna see a bit of a different attack. Obviously, you can still see some A's, but it should be. It should actually see some B and C action at one point once Secret get over towards attack. Need to see how many rounds they got to play with.
Envy's purposely waiting. He's purposely not making any noise. He's trying to make them plant in B. They want to catch them off guard, but Goddead is able to clear it.
And gets one. Jeremy taking TS.
That's a nice way of doing it with the boombot. Just listen to whoever shoots it. That's smart. Oh, nice Omen flash. Wow, he gets that kill.
That's gonna be it. This looks.
It was a really nice way of doing it. Boombot goes in fast.
Yeah,
and then you hear them shoot it, and then literally just pre-fire.
Because they never actually got the plant down. But right there, Dubstep comes in from the other side. I mean, you had so many angles to pay attention to, and all of this because Envy stayed alive. Even though Goddead got the kill,
Sylvan, don't you dare save.
That they could not secure all of the back of sight. And then they were like, well, we got the kill, so we can probably plant. But at that point, your smokes are starting to run out.
Not even going to try and do damage.
You don't have security on either side of Link.
I got so much money.
Just did not have an option. At that point, I mean, I think the Rolling Thunder decision itself,
I got so much money.
But no other way
every kill. I tell you what, I even think doing one bullet and making them rebuy armor is worth there.
Beginning to catch up. I think a very important round win here. Gen G still in the lead, but again,
that's a massive round for Secret. The fact that 3 of them get to survive here as well.
I don't know about you, William. I'm kind of led to believe I don't put too much weight into the first couple of rounds here with these teams, just judging from how the first map went.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a little bit of recency bias, but that's exactly what we saw in map 1. Now, okay, Showstopper's been used.
Good money here now.
The alarm bot. Okay, so Gen G, it looks like they're... Okay, now they're going to trade it out with the turret. So they still want some information over in mid, but
it's a prime assistant coach. Cupid isn't allowed. I mean, people like it's people like Weber and the MIBR coach, Sesh as well. Like all of them are great. Anyone that can play to a good level or can stand in and is actually like fine being a coach is great.
They're on a pinch.
Damn, Gen G kind of did the Team Secret just straight up A hit, and then they just switched positions here, so it got a little bit weird, but Gen G actually looked really good at the moment.
Envy with some peeks here, but Goddead gets the best of him. Counter lockdown here. Borkum gets the first one.
I kind of don't like...
Actually completely blinded.
Yeah, the detain is there, but because of the attacker kill showing lockdown, Borkum also can't go in. King is just crouched and hiding, trying to survive. I mean, Gen G knows the round already in their hands. The defuse not going to happen.
Yeah, this round going to be going to Gen G as we see a fleeing Team Secret trying to just keep these guns with him into that next round.
Yeah,
Gen G, in fact, on the hunt. Combing the map from north to south.
Gen G got some cool rounds. Yeah, Team Secret are like using their ults a little bit too freely for my liking.
Team Secret, I would at some point, I mean, if even I remember, you know, if I have the opportunity to ask, curious to know if that lockdown was purely used to try to draw out the opponent's lockdown.
Like if I look back at this ult, and this ult, it's been in. This was the man disadvantage in an eco, and this was man disadvantage Byron.
Down, Gen G finally changing up the pace, right? So they've basically kind of done the Team Secret thing. They've tried to pressure A more of the rounds, and now they're going to go over to C when they don't have any of their ultimates. They went for a fast hit onto 8. It works out. Borkum knows it's coming, and they decide to back out. They don't have all the utilities set up. Killjoy utility was on B side.
Money's really, really low. It's a very important round for Secret. If they lose this, another eco coming in.
All right, Meteor waiting, lurking. Are they going to come out? He's going to be hiding in plain sight until that bubble goes away. A blind shot out. He dodges Envy over here. Some shots fired just adjacent to TS.
Oh, Gen G playing the C site really well. We've talked. Okay, nice shot eventually. That does create an opening here.
Got no flash to get through this.
He's holding a close off angle. Not sus.
Oh.
Well, buy one get one free for Meteor today.
Shot straight through 2 heads.
Oh boy.
And that's where this ends.
Yeah, he's got to save this one.
Going to pick up that 6th win here. And I got to say, I really like the play from Meteor, kind of right in front of the bubble. You know, it's like you're going to try to peek either corner, but actually he's going to be right there and then wrapping very tightly over to the side.
I mean, that's just coming out of a smoke like that. Unless you spray it, it's hard to check, but then obviously you're outnumbered, so you don't want to just spray and potentially give away your position. So all credit to Meteor on that hole, and all credit to Gen G, right? The norm has become on C site for defensive teams to go for these quick retakes, right?
Which region is the most tactically sound? Honestly, it's more just like which team. There's just such a differential between like teams.
So what Gen G does in this round is they purposely go in and hold post-man position first. They don't try to go for the spike. They're just holding for these angles where people can potentially come out, and they're immediately firing as soon as the utility starts to fly out of C-Link and Garage. They get the numbers advantage and then safely plant. I like that change. I mean, this is the metagame evolution of a map of Valorant, right? Teams constantly kind of pick up habits from each other, and then you try to counter that. It goes back to, and then it kind of goes in a circle.
Well, the timeout's been
Which
called
of the
here.
last few VODs was the most fun? The most fun was definitely Paper X T1 yesterday, if you didn't watch that. Oh my goodness. That was so much fun.
Gen G got their 6th win. Suddenly, we saw Team
interesting.
Really just,
let me try and think of interesting.
TL
Koi, yeah, TL Koi Lotus was pretty fun as well.
Are we gonna see
if that's what you want.
Anything like that here now? You know, in the
Paper X binds with something on Reyna was pretty fun.
4 rounds left. What exactly
to be honest.
Team Secret have to offer?
But yeah, honestly, if you didn't see the Paper X T1 game yesterday, that was incredible to watch. Like that was one of my favorite games so far.
Oh, I like it from Gen G. They're starting to get a good read, right? I mean, of course, this is the eco round, but it is after
you didn't see it? Yeah, that's the one, dude. The Paper X T1 game, you're gonna love it.
Stacking A with short, you're stacking Garage, you're pushing out a mid. We're just gonna go for a fast push into C-site. Jeremy tries to get it on site right before, but he is just caught right in the middle of the site.
Yeah, this site hit's really nice.
Not gonna be an easy one at that.
Gen G are doing a good job of mixing this up. Feels very hard to work out what's going on. Kind of gotta have C strong, but at the same time you want to try and get A main control early. Where can you find my VODs? Perfect question. Thank you for doing that as well, Swifty. I'll spam my VODs for a little bit.
Alright, ideally, Sylvan, if he can pick up a kill, gets close to his Hunter's Fury. The Meteor's just gonna clean house for his own alongside TS.
Yeah,
this was just a low buy. Another nice again. Gen G, all their fast site hits are very good. Whoever's in charge of like making their site hits and stuff like that, we saw it on Ascent. That's what won them so many rounds. We're seeing it here. Their C site hits great. Now let's see how Secret play this. And again, it's a bit of a nightmare because they have to now hold C strong. That's why I see 2 people probably starting here at the beginning. We'll see where the Killjoy ends up. But they also want to try and get aggro A.
You know, as we were coming into playoffs towards the end of Super Week, Jeremy used to not opt, much at all. I mean, he didn't have a single.
So yeah, 2 people over towards C and aggro A with the op on Raze. I was not looking at that. Okay, op on Raze.
See if that can help change things.
That's from Gen G. They create the question mark here. 3 people over towards A.
Gen G, bit of a slow play
and then same old. Cut Sounds once getting A control. It's really good. Just trying to force them to do something. And just the longer they stay silent, the more pressure there is around the map.
They're safe to hold it this way right now. It looks like high risk just because you're stacking alongside the operator, but actually what they want Gen G to do is eventually slow creep into Garage or C, realize Killjoy utilities there, the Omen smokes are coming out, maybe even the Paranoia, and then you're like, okay, I guess we go A, right into the hands of the operator. Right now, the
Mate, Secret holds strong with 3 people here for a long time. That's impressive. No reaction comes in, and they've cut sound long enough that they're going to try and go back over towards C. As we can see, this is pretty good. Borkum has his Omen flash, and it's pretty much all down to the timing of this.
Probably what's going to happen. C-site is going to be
we'll keep an eye on the Killjoy luck as well, but the Omen flash is
everything.
everything.
First line of defense, try to get 1 or 2.
turret. Is he going to insta-flash? Oh, he gets caught using his...
He's trying to hide from it. He cannot get a single
that's
kill.
not how I like to see that played.
Once again, back up a little too far. Dubstep holds on to Garage, though.
Yeah, he's got Garage under control. We're going to see a rush up here.
I mean, honestly, he could have got some.
Meteor going to be pushed back.
He could have got a kill there, I guess.
Let's not forget how Meteor did in this position before.
And at a certain point, who holds on to the operator? Okay, Jeremy's going to have to back out. The operator's been spotted. Rolling Thunder being used just to secure the round on the side of Gen G. Now, okay, their flank's been opened up, but they know that they pushed out the operator with the Rolling Thunder. I think ideally they even want to take the operator down, right? They're eventually going to want to go through.
They got Dubstep coming here from behind.
Yeah, now they know that he's the last one alive.
Oh my, what the hell? There's two-tapping everyone.
Looking better and better and better here. 8-2 right now, as Team Secret is struggling to get a win. They've got plenty of ultis on hand. In fact, the Killjoy
yeah, force them down to eco again.
We're done with this half, but they need to get this 4-8. I don't know if they can recover otherwise. Yeah. This goes like 10-2. I mean,
Jesus.
I don't think so.
You absolutely need 4-8. The biggest thing being, again, if you're going to go for the whole keep pushing A, it does turn into a numbers game at a certain point.
Okay.
So you would want at least 4 rounds.
Mate, Gen G have been wrecking C. The C site is getting wrecked.
Have a bit more margin. Borgum's trying to play in the smoke. He was.
Ever since that pause, it's been so many C hits. I mean, even before the pause, right? I think it was 2 C hits.
But Dubstep flashed out with only a sheriff in hand.
Again gets Envy.
Yeah, they found the weak spot.
With the swings here from Sylvan, too good. With that plant, I mean, maybe Jeremy can do it. He does get the wall bang there onto Goddead, 2 versus 2. But obviously Gen G with better guns.
One enemy remaining.
All right, he gets that last one, and that's going to be that. 9-2 here.
Holy. Let's see if Secret can get the last round to God by on this one. Sylvan has his ult.
I know that Team Secret had a pretty immaculate comeback in map 1,
I mean,
but
they got
these
some ults
numbers do not look pretty.
They definitely don't, and I think Gen G correctly identifying the fact that Team Secret is not currently prepared to hold on to.
Chat, you know the
there were some attempts at the fast retake.
Was it at 2-2 where they used the Sova ult and the breach ult?
And so they've identified
I feel like that's one of the reasons why this is. Like that's kind of one of the only things they did wrong. The C hit is like the C hold's a little bit weak, but his isn't on Haven.
Even have 2 operators just to watch for.
Sheriff, you never have to apologize, mate. Trust me, you're so fine.
Some other part of the map. Surely I can't imagine. Yeah. So Omen just
good see here, dude.
Go over to that one. I mean, Meteor might just continue to go through with this operator as well. If he gets 1 kill, he'll have his Blade Storm in the post plant.
Right here. A much
yeah, best of luck. Best of luck with it.
Being pretty patient here, trying to just squeeze out this last round win.
I like what they're doing. They've done this earlier part of the half as well, but they continue to have King spend his nanoswarms to try to clear the opponent's Killjoy utility, and that draws attention. Just now, it was shown in the picture-in-picture. It was used in Garage. Now both Borkum and Dubstep come back to
they
Garage
insta-clear Garage.
It's working every time. Attention has been drawn. Numbers advantage in hand.
We have to see another A retake.
Will be able to enter the site now.
This time we're going to see the ults with Byron.
And a lockdown on the other side.
Omen ult goes in from here to here, creates question marks around the map. Killjoy ult goes in, but were they not on top of this? They didn't flood properly.
And the lockdown taken out, and a ping onto Borkum as well. Meanwhile, already a kill goes down. Meteor Blade
they look a bit off.
Gen G starting to get the drops here. Just Jesse remaining.
Gen G look really good at the moment, though. It looks like they had a good amount of prep. I like their game plan. Their hits are really strong. They were like super methodical, and it was very, very nice.
2-10.
But it kind of felt like here when they ulted, they had too many people here and then they didn't flood properly. A lot of the time when you have the Killjoy ult and you know they have the Sova ult, you're pretty much ready to go in. Then you Killjoy ult knowing that they're going to ult and then you're going in. Because if you get caught in this line where you see this ult on the minimap here, it's a nightmare.
So Jesse turned around, wasn't able to enter the site with his team. Meanwhile, TS just returns to his spot in hell.
Okay, very nice from Gen G.
On to the site. I mean, so much diversion.
Mate, Secret need to win pistol.
From Gen G. Okay, 10-2 lead. I think it's safe to say
it's 0-3 in pistols. You lose another pistol, this map's done. It's
Yeah,
Maritz.
I
What's
think
up, dude?
this is
It's
very
Maritz
unless
with the
for some
Prime.
real
Chat, new member of the
surprises,
Slug Club. Let's get some slugs in.
that's
Thank you
such
for that,
an
dude.
unforgiving score. Let's not forget GENG is always winning the pistol rounds. They win another pistol round here, they're that much closer, right? You know.
Yeah.
But it's worth mentioning, Team Secret had some pretty unusual plays, particularly with just A over and over again on this map. I don't know what that's going to look like now. Obviously, you know, predictability can be an issue, but this has been the part of the tournament where we have all the matches, you know, day after day after day. What exactly does GENG have really planned over here when the shoe's on the other foot?
Yeah, I think that's
Man, I
question.
gotta go for Zywu. Nasty.
I mean, for Team Secret, I mean, they've played this map time and time before as well. They don't have to go all A. I think, you know, when you think about the numbers game here, it's not worth the risk. You're already down 8 rounds. If you give it the pistol, you're only 1 round away from giving
Yeah,
up the
pretty
match
much.
point.
Well, I kind of got
the
my
thing is
kind of got my wish.
I'm sure they came into this match expecting that to be the
Major
pattern
watch
after
party.
seeing it yesterday.
I could message
Now,
someone at Blast
the
and see if
execute
I'm
was
allowed
very
to.
good from Team Secret. I don't
Thing
think
is, they
that's
might be
something that,
crazy
you know,
busy.
GENG can just magically pull out a defense for in a perfect
So I think
form.
you need
Yes,
to
you
get
can have
rights for
ideas.
it.
Yes, you can practice it, but it's not going to be as clean. So then, do you have other options? Are you constantly pushing out of another side of the map? Because if you do that, that might actually come back to bite GENG. Right?
I'll
They might trip
message.
over
I
their
can't
own
promise anything.
plans
I
here if
think
they were expecting Team Secret to only go A. So what I
I
would like to
think
see
the
from GENG is
the chance of me
already 10-2.
being able to
Meanwhile,
get
for
it
Team Secret,
is. I mean,
pistol
honestly,
has
if he
to start
sees it,
Yeah,
he'll
it's
be
gotta
fine
be
to
the
give it to
beginning.
me. But it's
Comeback,
just if he
otherwise we
sees
might
it,
be
he'll be
already
super
going
busy.
into map 3
Chat,
right
what time
away.
does it start?
Team Secret here on the attacking side, looking like they might be going into A.
Yeah.
4?
I mean, this is just going to be a classic fast hit.
5 hours or
onto
so?
the site.
Honestly,
Now, GENG,
let's see.
they've all hidden from the recon bolt.
Boombot blinded.
Oh god, the bait.
Yeah, but this
Oh
is
god,
actually
this is
acting as
nuts.
bait for TS. Now both of them are spotted. They have to push out. Crate on the reload, but that was bait as well. Both angles covered by Team Secret.
Well,
and
we asked.
magically,
We
A
asked for a
site is
pistol.
Once again, they're home here in the pistol round of the second half.
No surprises for the A site take, and an unlikely
Planted.
situation the King can possibly turn around. But they do it, William. They do get that spike plant onto A. How many more times we're going to see A used? We know before.
I think
they
you only
were
need license. Let
pretty
me
much over at A the whole
let me
time. I don't know if they
WhatsApp
knew
some
about the
of
other
you. Let's
spike
see.
sites, but it could be the same
Don't know for
story
sure.
here with Team Secret on the attacking half this time around.
Yeah, King just trying to get whatever kills
Oh.
he can. Oh, this actually raises the chances immensely because of the positioning,
Okay,
but
I
Envy
see
will
that.
be able to stop it right there.
Yeah, ideally you have the crossfire set up that, you know, you're going to get shot in the back of the head no matter what, as the guy trying to come back into the spike site. So there it is, the first win in the second half now. And big buys, by the way, not surprisingly. I think we saw lots of Vandals back there.
I think you have to snowball whatever you can if you're Team Secret right now. I mean, you know, it's not match point yet, so it's not the end of the world, but especially if you do, you know, allow Meteor to get up to that operator and things like that, it gets a
All right,
little bit
Navas.
trickier. So
Let's see.
would love to see them continue that momentum. All right, Vandal and Bulldog, 2 Spectres. So Dubstep just saving up to try to buy up in the next round as matchup as well. So this way, Team Secret, even if you lose one member, you know, Dubstep can pick up that weapon, or maybe it's Dubstep that ends up being sacrificed. That's not a problem. You're not losing anything.
I like this though. I like this, and I respect GENG going for the A stack, because even when DRX were A stacking, they were just
Big deep lurk, by
brute
the way, for
forcing their way
Dubstep.
into A with like 5 people.
Yeah, I mean, he's waiting to see if they push out from
Nice to see
anywhere else,
from
because here's the
Secret.
thing,
And again,
Team
I
Secret
think
had
that
the
this
right
game
read
they
that
will be
GENG
mixing it up a lot, because they
probably
only went
prepped against
A
our A site
against DRX
because
because
they
of
saw what we
DRX
did
com.
yesterday. So let's just go fast to C site, see if they push out from the other sides. They haven't yet. We already have retake positioning in C link. So now Dubstep gets the cue to start moving in.
Oh, but it looks like TS is going to be, well, not ready, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, Dubstep can die. He only had the ghost. If he just continues to pin them here.
Jets grounded.
Oh, this spike is going off. Jeremy going to try to sweep out.
And Jeremy just wants more kills. He wants more kills, and he will get them as he so wishes.
Yep, that's going to be that
Okay,
great
2
play
rifles
there
saved.
by him.
They're going to buy another one into this as well.
Next round. How
Jeremy's going to
many
get
points does
a
he have
gun
for his own
or
team?
a Bucky. Oh yeah, I
He's only 3
forgot they're
points
the
away. I
Bucky.
mean, he got 3 extra ones in that
They're the
round.
Bucky
And
buyers.
again, he only had the Spectre, so it's not too big of a risk.
Sure.
The rest of your team is buying up to rifles this round. Now he is going to buy the Bucky because he's just trying to even out the econ across the board.
Now for GENG to stabilize, they
going
have
for the
to
fast
take
C
this
though.
round.
But look at the map, Tasteless. I mean,
Or are we
today
going for
looks
an
like
orb?
it's gonna be C.
Yeah.
Warbirds woke
Yeah,
up,
I
he
think
looked
maybe
at his
orb,
cereal,
but
and all
we'll
he
see.
saw were C's today instead of A's, and he said, "That's our
Recon
game plan
goes
today,
in.
boys."
The next episode of Sesame Street where this one's
He was
about the
close
letter
wanting
C
to shoot
instead
the
of
recon,
A.
but the recon landed.
Well,
Alright,
they
far
caused a
away.
ruckus at C.
Yeah, they just
Don't know
wanted
if
the
they're
Okay, I
ultimate.
wanted to get the orb
Just
early.
pick up the ult orb. All right, it wasn't going to get as crazy as I thought it might. So I don't mind it, right? They're playing with the types of buys they can have as well. In fact, the Bucky given over to Jesse. Jeremy was handed over the Vandal. And that means that on the entry, he'll still be able to be quite explosive. But here's the thing is that now that they've shaken up C, it forces the repositioning from GENG to a very
Meteor played
widespread
this
default.
really well.
I mean,
Drone to try and
obviously,
push off the
Team Secret
one
doesn't know this
person holding
100%,
A.
but they're
All he did was
applying
avoid it
the
and then just
pressure,
watch
and
back.
it's
Smoke
happening
goes in
exactly
as
the
well.
way
He's
they
feeling
would want.
confident that they didn't take a timing, and they still hold one person A.
Now, no site is stacked.
So
right,
now they can
inside
have
of
2-2,
GENG.
and as we can see, we're going into the C hit, and there's two people here. TS has his Omen Flash.
It looks like C again. They're going to hot peek and look in over here. There is a lot.
So yeah, Meteor did great on this one. King looking for the recon that
It's
lands.
going to take a little bit of time, but nice blast back over. However,
Nicely
King
done.
hiding by Lumber. He's able to hold the crossfire, and TS set up for a couple of extra kills as well.
Yeah, another one goes
Of course, the
down,
turret's
and
getting
that's gonna be
involved.
another loss
But pretty much
here.
all of this happens,
Team
chat,
Secret
because of the
GENG
stuff over
at that
towards A,
11
right?
points.
Everyone
It's
understands what kind of went
really
down here.
tough now.
Making sure that
Team
he
Secret.
just had vision of this the whole time, couldn't get over towards short. There was like a second, but he took a bit of a gamble with it. And then, yeah, just so confident.
If they play pretty well, they could probably
One
swing the
person,
next round or two.
2-2.
Yeah,
Killjoy gets
now,
the first
if
kill,
Team
then they're kind of
Secret, though,
focusing
they
on
can
it, then
answer
Omen
back
Flash
this
comes
round.
in.
I'll take a look at the
That
economy
was
once
perfect.
again, but I think it might mess up the operator timing a little bit.
This round right
Inside
here
of GENG,
is like a
so
very good
that
example
might
of
be just enough of that
Haven
read
on your
that Team Secret
defense, like
needs.
how you want to do it, right? You want
I
to
mean, I
hold
gotta
this with
imagine
one
you try to
person
go
so
back
you
to
can have the
full on
heavy,
A.
the
GENG
heavy
does seem
control.
prepared for it, but
the heavy stack
if you
over
just
towards
get
C.
into A long, you have
Okay,
to set up
now they go over
on.
towards A. The three people here at the beginning, they're holding this again with one person. Vision block, so one person's going to come back at one point.
Yeah, but
or
the
they're
thing
gonna
that
push
this
mid
does is you don't
as a
know if people are
reaction.
crossing to sewer, so at some point you have to exit anyway. Now, GENG's
Okay,
answer
nice
is
reaction.
push out fast, right?
Three
As soon as we
person
know that
mid
they're
push.
focusing on A, push out fast and go for the flank. DRX tried this as well. DRX tried to push out, maybe not as quickly as this, but it all came down to the flank was always being covered. Can they get dubstep is the big question. Dubstep repositioning.
Or what's the timing
He's
like for
ready,
dubstep, really?
But he
Damn.
doesn't have a good peek, and now they've lost control of that. They're actually going to back away from that position,
And
though.
the crazy thing about that is his turret
Whoa.
was actually triggered by King. I mean, we'll look at that in the replay if it shows up. Right now, the site already opened up. Heaven being taken over by Borkum. Do you suspect it? Showstopper just to buy time. Borkum keeps control of Heaven as well.
Yep. He gets flashed, and Goddead does get that peek. He's going to have to burn through that showstopper, not finding a target. Buying time.
Respect, Sheriff.
He's hit by the fault line. Just trying to hide wherever he can. Oh, amazing! Rolling Thunder coming out from Envy just to help buy more time. Jesse Bash good for another kill. And
Okay,
Jeremy,
holy hell, they
Clutch
managed to win it with
moment
just one.
Jeremy takes
One
it, did
surviving,
burn
so
through the showstopper,
in theory
didn't get
TS
really
can't
any
buy this,
value
but
of that,
because they
but
killed
hey,
so
man,
many and
if
they
you're
only
gonna
survived
win,
with
you
one,
gotta
they're
take
gonna
it
buy
one
into
round
this
at a
the
and just
value
take the
is you
hit.
spent those extra seconds, right?
Yeah, this was
that delayed the entire
this was
retake.
close.
I mean,
I
sure,
liked the
Borkum
ult
was
from
already
Envy, I
up
thought
in
it was
Heaven
good.
as well, but because
A little
of
bit
that,
risky,
they
but
just
I mean,
piled through
they have to.
either Heaven or Hell. They had to wait, and sometimes that's the value.
Yeah, they
I
needed
mean, this
needed
is what you have
something.
to start to consider when you're looking at your abilities in Valorant, is that even if it's ability that can get a kill, if it buys space, if it buys time, you got to start to convert that into tangible value as well.
Bucky coming in, we said that one person has to force by four-person shutdown of A.
I mean, is Team Secret
GENG are not messing around. They are not wanting to get exec done like they saw against DRX, and they want to heavy hold A main. When do they decide to push through? Probably off the contact of this. Taking a bit of risk, Garage, bit of risk B. Oh,
They're being cautious for very good reason. Yeah, he already sees one person crash.
Not a chance they want to. Oh,
There's
nice nade.
something going on here in A lobby. Let's just ditch it. Because that's
Yeah,
minimum
this makes a
3
lot of
people that we
sense. They
spotted
just saw
based on the
way too many
abilities and
people,
the
way too
members
much
that we saw on
noise.
the drone. They're just going to pile on through C site.
Yep. The Killjoy utility is going to trip him up a little bit. But this spike is no doubt going to be planted over here today, as we're going to see GENG try to get ready for a retake.
Whoa. This is off, I mean, that was completely blind. I mean, man, some of the ults that I'm seeing on defense today. But he does hold this line to make sure that no one pushes, so this ult's 100% going off. And then now it's just going to be a spam fest and they can smoke this and everyone can duel. But they don't have a smoke for a little bit. Oh, they smoke deep? Okay, same thing.
Set up for too long.
Ooh, I kind of like
nice
this.
shots fired through. Content already getting the kill there on Envy.
They're just
yeah, and then straight up stick it.
Oh,
close.
Get the kill. Right as the smoke goes down, though, and
1v2.
the crossfire
oh, yeah,
already
1v2
set up
there,
on the side of GENG.
2 HP and 11 HP.
And that will create match point.
That was sick in the end. Okay,
GENG.
so I flamed it a little bit, but actually it had way more layers than I thought. So they ult basically this line, right? They're kind of just ulting this line, making sure that no one's in this area, no one's able to push the Killjoy ult that they're going to put down. Then they put down the Killjoy ult, and they know that they forced them down long, so it's going to be a spam fest. And then, the thing that I really like, that I actually haven't seen teams do, was they smoke off deep here. So they isolate Cubby, they quickly take Cubby, and then it's just a spam fest. And they have like an extra angle that they kind of have to worry about. It's pretty cool. It's actually a really, really good retake. Okay, 7 chances. 7 chances in this one.
On the side of Team Secret, so GENG just doing what they can to try to force a fight here. He does get
that was a sick round. I'll maybe
that's a
YouTube breakdown. I don't know, I need to start doing that stuff again.
Here to make sure that Team Secret cannot pick up the weapon upgrade. Sight's already been broken up by Borkum as well. GENG get a little too greedy to try to close out the map.
Yeah, kind of a funny round so far here. A lot of odd interactions.
We're gonna get
didn't want to do it the easy way. So yeah, we're back here, and they win a perfect round, taking no damage, 3,000 for everyone.
A 6-5 after this round. I mean, it should still be a doable match.
I mean, you know, we thought they would get at least one more round in the first half of a set.
Let me rephrase it. You know, the truth is that we have seen Team Secret.
I mean, it's just again, it was just GENG wanting to fight for aiming.
It is possible. It has been done.
A control again.
I mean, you know, if you're GENG, I don't think you can rest on your laurels just yet. And King's
doing damage.
Yeah,
King's doing his
part. Doing damage.
Player after player.
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty damn scary.
Well,
you know, especially if you're going to combo wins together.
That's incredible.
The thing is okay, Team Secret, they didn't really lose anything, right? They didn't buy into that round, or they bought kind of a shamble collection of guns.
Right.
But on the side of GENG, King just...
Okay, 6 chances remaining, and GENG calling a timeout.
Huge,
they do not want to mess this one up.
Entire, you know, plan that either side would have had in the coming rounds. You kind of expect it to work out the way you think. You think, okay, next round they'll have this ultimate or not, etc., etc. But now that entire flowchart is out the window.
He must have his Killjoy again, right? Did anyone see?
I mean, Coach Biles surely, first of all, trying to stop the momentum of Team Secret. This time, can he convert this timeout into another win?
He's got it back already.
Now, you know, when you're
That's
GENG,
crazy.
I think they're just trying to figure out
round before this, he just used it.
Optimal way to close this out. I think you don't want to be reckless against Team Secret. Team Secret is already proven they may be the very best team in VCT Pacific when they're cornered. When it seems like it's impossible, they can always come up with something. With the comfort of having a third map, if they do fail here, should be a pretty dramatic and epic night overall here.
That's when you know,
It's proven to be a really good match for these two teams.
I mean, yeah, the desk has said it as well. I've said it during the cast. I mean, GENG does look better than they have. Do they look great? It's too early to say that. I mean, just because of their losing streak, but they do look a lot better, right? The consistency not quite there, but when the executes happen, when the
just ecoing into this one.
Like
hopefully we don't see any ults.
See what that timeout amounts to. It's a 4-man stack once again. So they say, all right, Team Secret.
Yeah, very much wanting again to shut down A.
Works the best for them. Even on
it's like the only place they're really having success. This is a nice start to it.
Yeah, a bit of a trade out there. Team Secret going to continue to try to advance in.
I was going to say, did they check the corner? They should do. They saw some numbers, so I was a little bit nervous.
I think we're almost into the next round here. King way out near the attacker spawn. Now, let's not forget he did get like 4 kills in the earlier round. Let's see if he can get a couple more here now.
And he's good with the Sheriff. I mean, we saw it in the kind of know your opponent's video that they filmed between the 3 Korean teams this time around. You know, telling each other to pick who's the best with the Sheriff, and King telling Stacks like, well, you got hit by my Sheriff recently too. Why aren't you voting for me? I mean, this guy has done some crazy things with the Sheriff. However, they're not going to take the risk. Team Secret knows very well the possibilities from King here.
Just want him to wallbang through that board so badly. Okay, so this spike is
Oh, they're coming
this
to
is
him.
Gonna be the 7th win here. We do see Team Secret fleeing from this way here. King gets
It's an
Jesse,
extra one, of
Borkum
course.
gets King.
Right.
And that's it. 7-12 here. Obviously an expected losing round here for GENG, as they weren't able to buy into anything of significance. The ultis are stacked, man.
Yeah,
We could have some crazy interactions here. We've got lockdowns on both sides. Blade Storm ready.
Yeah,
here
we're
for
gonna have a
Meteor.
wild round at one point. Maybe it's this one.
Back and forth. Now, at the end of the day, that comes out on top for GENG.
7 chances down to 5 for GENG to close it out.
Win. Meanwhile, Team Secret, if GENG starts
Killjoy over
ultimates,
towards
you're gonna be
A now.
forced to trade
An
it
A
back
now.
and
That's like the
forth.
big change up.
Curious to see how that will work out. Once again, just vying for control. I mean, this is how we've seen them start every time. Yesterday as well as most of the rounds today. Vie for A long control and then take your pick. Now, yesterday it was all A site. And looking at the Killjoy utility from Secret, looks like they want to commit to A once again as well. GENG, their idea this time is that they're going to be prepared. They're going to stack the site. Killjoy utility in hand. Just hold off on sewers, and then we can hold on to the site. That's the game plan from GENG.
What the hell is that
Sylvan
shock?
getting chipped there. Smoke into heaven. Team Secret still waiting though. Nobody's made a full peek just yet. The Aldrone's gonna comb through sewer.
Drone sees nothing.
The fault line comes in. There is the turret activating. That's the fault line and the aftershock to buy time on top of the nanostorms. Now the one
There's so
curveball
many people,
is going
yeah.
to be the Omen ultimate, but Rolling Thunder's traded
Oh my
on
God.
both sides as well.
Oh, you got
They don't
Borkum
know.
here.
They
He
do know.
TP'd in. Gets the first. Can't get the second. Jesse gets Meteor and King.
Player standing.
All right, Dubstep the only one remaining.
Yeah, there was.
He's spotted now. Oh, he gets through the wall ban.
Oh god.
A 1v1.
30 seconds left.
We saw
He
him.
knows the comms should have come in. That God Dead was on site.
Oh god, the reposition from God Dead.
Dubstep gonna peek.
Oh my.
Dubstep with the peek and the
1v2? There's
headshot.
no way. Dude, there was a
This is
10-person
getting
duel on
scary.
A site.
I mean, it's really
There was a
possible
10-person
that
duel.
Team Secret can
That
start
was
to pump
mental.
up these wins. Had he not done
Okay,
that,
and now they
Dubstep
have to
not
eco
been so
again.
clutch with the wall bang and
We're
the
slowly
try and
counting
with the
down.
kill.
7
We'd already
chances
be
down to
talking
4.
about map 3. But here we are. The show must go on.
Yeah, I mean, a great start to the hold from GENG, right? The idea was there. It looked like it was going to work out. But then the Rolling Thunders being traded, and amidst that chaos, Borkum creating a crossfire allows Jesse Vash to focus in. Jesse Vash hits 2
Oh,
insane
default, sorry, I missed
kills,
the setup.
and they're able to
I just read it
eventually
now.
break into the site, get another round win. Team Secret, they're now changing it up. I mean, they're using yesterday's mind games
Oh.
into today, but Meteor saves.
Okay, that's the
Jeremy
gun
gets
though, so they
Meteor.
can just fight this
Yeah, but
heavy.
now
Hope
TS
that no one
has had
picks it up.
time to come back in.
TS is in there. They
A
thin
little
out
bit of
that
damage
line as
done.
well.
They use the
Lockdown
Killjoy.
used.
Oh,
I mean,
oh
GENG
god.
says,
The
okay,
Killjoy
your
ult's
lockdown not
done.
available.
It's in. They're going for
You
it. They're
have
going
to
for the
leave the
eco to
site.
finish it off.
Now,
There's
this
some
should
guns
allow
here
them
to pick
pick
up
a couple
though.
weapons on site as well.
Oh
And Jesse
boy.
Vash takes the risk of trying to hold onto the site and get an early kill, but he gets picked off. Rifle up creep for Sylvan.
Yeah, this is them fighting against a Marshall here.
Oh my god.
Borkum now trapped.
He hit. You're not gonna
Still
smoke
has
though,
to
right?
push
Oh
up.
god.
Player
Oh
He
mate, they're
gets
gonna
him.
do it.
It's just gonna be Jeremy left.
They did
and
it.
then there's
They did it
none.
with the
That
eco.
spike's getting diffused, and
They
this
did it
second
with the
map is
eco.
being won by
Man, fair
GENG.
play.